Yes, today enters in our discussion to focus on ODM, and we want to look at now the success and the failures of the ODM. But in our discussion today, we want to basically look at this ODM as a party that lacks substantial future, that ODM has no future. This party will die before December this year. And I want us to look at now basically 7 reasons as to why the ODM would not withstand the wave. They will not withstand the storm that the party is going through. One of the reasons as to why this party is gonna die in December this year is over dependency of one individual. This ODM, the party depended on Raila. Raila Odinga was the ODM and ODM was Raila Odinga. So without Raila Odinga, this party will not stand. It is what we are going through, the circumstances, and all of this, what we are witnessing, are as a result of dying party. As Raila died, the party as well will come to an end this year. Number two, lack of internal democracy. Most of the decisions of the party, ODM, has been made by skilled individuals. Look at the case of election of leaders. First, look at now the Secretary General of ODM, that's Ababu Namwamba, how he was ousted from office, how he was removed from office. The men in black who came and stormed Kasarani, and Ababu Namwamba was denied the chance to lead the party. Look at the case of Edwin Sifuna. He's supposed to be removed from power anytime soon because of lack of democracy, that people cannot be able to express themselves. Look at now the case of Langat, who was removed from office without a uh, uh, proper process. Those are now the indication that the ODM as a party will not withstand the conditions that we are having today, and they will not stand up to 2017. Number three, another reason as to why this ODM party will not withstand is ethnic or regional perception. The ODM party, its root is perceived to come from Nyanza and has got the regions that are only known to be regions for ODM. Unlike some other parties that has regional connection, ODM party is connected to Nyanza, Western, Nairobi, and the coast. Without those 4 regions, ODM cannot withstand. Now, let us look at now this scenario. The coastal region have started to plant their own ways that they want to come out of ODM and form their own political party. The Western people, being led by Governor Natembea, they want to come up with their own party. The Kisi, which is part of the Nyanza part, they want to embrace the party of Matiang'i. And look at now, Nairobi is now divided. Gajawa want to take control of Nairobi because we have a sizable number of Kikuyus in Nairobi, and they want to form a coalition, all to have a pre-election coalition between the Agikuyu and Akamba. And therefore, as a result of that now, the ODM is gonna lose large ground in those areas that perceived to be its stronghold. Now, without those stronghold, the ODM lacks national outlook. It is only confined within those four regions that I've just mentioned. Now, another number four, another reason as to why the ODM would not survive up to 2027 is weak party loyalty. All frequent defection members of this party, since the demise of Raila Odinga, they are struggling to survive in this party. Look at now in Luo, there's a party that was formed by I think was Ugenya, something, Ugenya MP, Ochieng, came up with a party that is surviving at the moment, is doing grassroots work, recruiting new members to that kind of party. Look at now the coast. The coast, they want to come up with their own party. Look at even look at now what is happening in Tiaya. Wumbo has started the campaign for 2027 with UDA party. Remember, Wumbo initially was in ODM. Because of lack of democracy, he has decided to defect to UDA and has started a journey for his 2027 gubernatorial election. So as a result of this, now you can just be able to see even what we are experiencing in the party of ODM cannot allow this party to stand. Failure of grooming young leader, that's another challenge that is affecting the ODM party. Look at now the ODM party in its inception. ODM party was started by William Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, Najim Balala, Jal Chingiru, and Nyaga. That is the Pentagon. But later, if you just review the leadership of ODM since its inception, that is 2007, they don't embrace the ideas of young people. Look at now the long-serving Secretary General of ODM, that was Anyang Nyong'o. Anyang Nyong'o is an elder. Look at now the people, the party leader, Raila Odinga, served as a party leader for a long period of time. If party leader of ODM wanted this party to succeed, since he was an elderly leader of that party, he had to choose young people like Ababu Namwamba, Edwin Sifuna, to be his successor. That has made it difficult. Number six, another difficulty or issue that may lead to the end of this party is lack of divine succession. ODM party do not have a divine plan for succession. That's why when Raila Odinga died, there is that controversial fight within the party. Each and every individual is fighting for the position of the party leader, because the party leader did not empower or choose one leader to take control of the party. Look at now this. And the mistake the party leader did is appointing the three deputy party leaders who have equal power. I wish he could have done this, appointed the party leaders with responsibility. The party leader that is in charge of administration, the party leader that is maybe a deputy party leader in charge of administration, and the the party leader being in charge of administration is as direct link to the party leader. The deputy party leader in charge of administration is the powerful party leader. We have the party leader that is in charge of maybe of election, the party leader that is in charge of maybe a parliamentary caucus, among others. So that now, to give responsibility in case of demise, like now what happened, the party could have had its own journey, unlike what we are experiencing today. They could have automatic person who could have taken over as a party leader. At the moment, it's difficult. Even if they are calling NDC will not solve the crisis that was artificially put there by the party leader. Another is poor grassroots party structures. The party of ODM is all as only working structures in national level, but there is no grassroots structures. They only depend on elected leaders, unlike some other parties. For the party to withstand any kind of failure, it must have strong grassroots structures. The grassroots structures is what makes the party or brings the party together. Now, look at now the situation at the moment. We do not have grassroots structures, and we do not have national leadership that is in control. That the result of that is a mess. Another reason as to why this party would not stand is alliance dependency. Alliance dependency. This party, for it to stand, must have alliance with other party. Unlike the other party, like now, what we have, the party like Jubilee, that is stood alone and formed the government in 2017. The ODM party depends on the other parties to form alliance for it to be strong. Why? It is because it is not nationally accepted. It is a regional party. Therefore, difficulty for it to withstand. Now, the only leader that was the center of this party to negotiate and form alliance with the other parties is Raila Amolo Odinga. And since now Raila Amolo Odinga is not there, no glue will hold this party together. No specific leader that shall negotiate for alliance with other parties. And that's why you can see the conflict the party is experiencing. Another is inconsistency, messaging, and ideology. The ODM party has lacked consistency in messaging and its ideology. The ODM is a party that was known to be fighting for the ordinary people, for Mama Mboga, for Boda Boda, and for poor people. But it has lost that ground. Now is a party that is embracing the uh, the the injustices in the country, and as a result of this, it has lost ground touch with the common citizenry, and it has lost credibility. It has now, we do not have the specific ideology the party stands for. Look at now what Edwin Sifuna is saying, that the party is there to fight for the ordinary citizen. Look at now what the other leaders like now Gladys Wanga and Junet Mohammed say. They are in broad-based government to stay, and therefore this has made it difficult for this party to still remain to remain powerful. And failure to transition from opposition to governance minded minds. That's another problem that has made the ODM difficulty for it to stand. Failure to transit, failure of transition from opposition mind to governance mind. It is true to the fact that ODM entered in agreement of broad-based agreement with the UDA party, and they are in one government now. But now, a section of ODM are fighting to remain in opposition because they are not used to stay or being in the government. As a result of this, this has made it difficult for this ODM. And this thing of ODM, misunderstanding or misplaced, either in the government and or in the opposition, this will split this party, and this party will die. And that's why I prophesy that ODM party will not go beyond December this year. If you have an idea or what you feel that should be part of our discussion, I would request that you you send a message to me so that now can be part of our discussion as well. If at all you feel that now there are some issues that we should have to include in our discussion, uh, just send it through my just inbox, or just comment there so that now whenever next time when I'm going to prepare another discussion, I will include your views as well. I request that you subscribe, you share, and you like this live so that now next time whenever I'm uploading another another message or another discussion over this political discussion, you will be able to get the message. My next topic is who are likely to be the party leaders of ODM up to December this year. Who are likely to be the ODM party leaders up to December this year? In my next uh, next discussion, I'll upload the names of leaders who are likely to be appointed as party leader. And as a result of that, I'll give the list of leaders who are going to be removed in the leadership of ODM. This will affect significant leaders in this ODM. And as well, in my next post, I will discuss if there is necessity to have NDC, or is it important for us to have NDC as ODM? We shall have to look at now that later and how it will affect some leaders. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. Subscribe so that now, whenever I'm going to upload any form of video over the same, you will be able to get. This week, before the end of this week, I'm going to discuss about the cabinet secretaries in the government who are likely to be removed, as Ruto, as the president, as His Excellency the President Ruto is planning to build a very strong campaign team for 2027. Number three, I shall have another discussion on the project that President Ruto will initiate this year, that will change drastically the politics of 2027, that will make him to be elected. And this will happen this year, but I'll communicate it within this week. And within this week, I'm going to address how the broad-based arrangement will destroy ODM in Luo Nyanza and the coast. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the two regions, how this broad-based arrangement will destroy the ODM supremacy in the Luo Nyanza and in the coast. Under that, I shall have to project on small parties that will just come up. I shall bring the case of Eliud and how Eliud Owalo came, or the introduction of Eliud Owalo to presidency will change the politics of Luo Nyanza, and how this is meant to help the people in the Luo Nyanza to join UDA system of government comes next year. So that's where we shall have to start from. So subscribe, share, and like, as when I upload this message, you shall be able to follow. Thank you.